Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm Monica Nicole and this is the Smith Family Values. Today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks on breastfeeding. I recently became a mother March 18th when I had my son Josiah. I personally knew that I wanted to breastfeed as soon as I found out I was pregnant. The top 3 positions that I personally like was the football position, the cradle, and the side laying. The football position I used mostly when my son was a newborn. It was so much easier to handle him, to control his head, to control everything. You have to find out what works for you and baby. I personally love the cradle position as he's grown up. I'm going to go over some tips and tricks to help you breastfeeding. That helped me as a first-time mother. My first tip is finding a position that suits you. For my son as a newborn, the football was the best position for me. Now I'm going to demonstrate the breastfeeding positions with my son Josiah. One of the positions that I found very easily to breastfeed my son as he was a newborn was a football position, which is very simple. You just hold him as a football. I use a pillow to prop him up. Grab him. Make sure you hold his head, your thumb right here, and then hold your breast as a C. And the second position that I like to do with my son as of right now is the cross cradle, which is easily done. I like to put my leg up so it kind of supports his head some and have him cross cradle. He's already used to latching on to the areola, so it is easier for him to just latch on automatically, as he's trying to do right now. There's nothing there. The third one is the side laying, which basically you lay on your side and have your baby right next to you and just have your areola out into his mouth. Easily done. The side laying one I prefer more like during the nighttime. People say getting your baby to latch on is one of the most difficult parts of breastfeeding. For me personally, my son latched on almost immediately after birth, so it wasn't hard for me. Some tips on getting your baby to latch on: using your areola, playing with the top part of his lip, making sure it's leveled with his nose, and as soon as he opens his mouth, just shove it on in. Results may vary depending on mother and baby. Everybody's different. Don't get discouraged if the baby's not latching on immediately. It takes time. The one key advice I would give to you is never give up. Now, I'm not a professional or anything. These are my personal tips that help me and my son have this breastfeeding bond. These tips right here are designed to get you comfortable with you and your baby. Just make sure you are in a comfortable position to breastfeed, because you might be sitting there for about 15 to 30 minutes. My son Josiah feeds about 15 to 20 minutes. Now that's a long time to be sitting uncomfortable. So you gotta make sure you're comfortable. Tune in next week. We'll be talking about breast pumping and storing your milk. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get all our updates. And welcome to the Smith family.